A British company, RoboRace, unveiled its first self-driving race car this week with plans to create the first driverless racing series. They even unveiled the series' first track. The state of Arizona has announced a new death penalty plan in which the inmate has to bring his or her own lethal injection drugs. As you can imagine, attendance at these BYOLID parties have plummeted. Oprah has just been hinting at running for president in 2020. Her campaign slogan, "You get rights and you get rights. Everybody gets rights." A Swedish politician wants to list sex as an officially approved activity for civil workers during their daily paid lunch break. I am never testing out of bed at IKEA ever again. Earlier this month, In-N-Out Burger filed a lawsuit against a dry cleaners in Kansas called In-N-Out Cleaners that had a similar red and yellow logo. Good riddance, because I would never get the suit dry cleaned at any place that secretly offers animal-style cleaning. San Diego has already reached its annual rainfall average this year, worrying its residents, but giving hope to Melania Trump that something that has been dry for nearly a decade is capable of being wet again. We had to go there. NASCAR will be unveiling a new point system this season designed to split the race into 3 parts and award drivers with points throughout the race. Because if there's one thing people who watch NASCAR love to do, it's math. Jeff! I said math. And they're cousins. A judge is allowing small businesses to sue major credit card companies for mandatory implementation of chip readers at checkout. Insert punchline now. No, not yet. Okay, go ahead. Wait, no. Wait until the screen lights up. Okay, now. Taliban leaders have just... I don't even want to look at what's on the screen. Taliban leaders have just issued a statement calling on Afghans to plant more trees. Good for the Taliban. At least somebody's trying to save the planet. Again, not going to look at what's on the screen. Earlier this week, YouTube removed a popular live stream of a giraffe about to give birth, citing nudity and sexual content. That's sexual content? I guess the people at YouTube are into some pretty kinky stuff. Beyonce is having twins, which means the pitter-patter of little feet for Jay-Z and Queen Bee, and 2 new spawns of destruction for the Illuminati. The Oscars were botched this past weekend, shockingly giving the most important award of the night, Best Picture, to La La Land instead of Moonlight. Yikes, said America. Barushimi Afghanito, said Beyonce's twins, stirring their pot of chaos. Can we put that picture? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Last week, an 81-year-old Dutch woman was arrested solely to fulfill an item on her bucket list. Next item on her list is to run this fucking yard! Our graphics guy, Jeff, he Googled tatted granny. And he's never gonna be the same. Ooh, okay. A long-lost secret Winston Churchill essay on alien life has been uncovered. The The essay brings new insight into Churchill's famous quote, "Bleep, bloop, zeep, zorp, there's an alien in my attic." A new scientific study concludes that cannibalism is perfectly natural. And when asked more about the study, the scientist commented, "We're not cannibals. We don't like the sweet, sweet taste of human flesh. Like when you just crack open a tibia, and you just suck out the bone marrow. Why would you even suggest that? It sounds like you're the one that's the cannibal." Problems with an Amazon server caused an internet outage on Tuesday. Among the websites that went down was www.isitdownrightnow.com, a website that you can visit to see if websites are down right now or not. And this is a true story. And of course, we wanted to fact check this, so I visited the website just to make sure. I went over to downornotworking.com/isitdownrightnow.com. And it appeared as though www.isitdownrightnow.com was in fact down. Well, here at the Nightcap, we want to get as many sources as possible, so we also just jumped over to www.downer.me, which according to downornotworking.com, which was working, unless, as you might remember, www.isitdownrightnow.com, well, it wasn't just me, it was down, confirming that what we had just learned from www.downornotworking.com about www. There's too many W's, isitworkingrightnow.com. Damn it, Amazon. Damn it, Internet. I am Dr. Seuss. You may have heard that a few months back that they were going to relaunch the Motorola Razr. And that throwback turned out to be fake, but Nokia decided to ride that hype of nostalgia by bringing back their classic phones. And they're only $50, and a fully charged battery can last up to a month. What a fucking concept. And you can play Snake, so you can still use cell phones for their God-given purpose.